This industry trying to turn off my lights, trying to take my shine from me. I can't see lies to me. I believe this industry trying to turn off my lights, trying to take my shine from me. I can't see lies to me. I believe my lights. Hey YouTube, what up? It's your girl, Jimmi Pynk, and today's video, or two, just depends on how I go on my rant this morning, is about the winter finales of Once Upon a Time and Revenge. Now, I'm going to start with Once Upon a Time because sequentially that comes first, but I have so much more to say about Revenge. So let's just dive right in, shall we? Because let's be honest, I'm kind of overdoing all this editing. So we start with Once Upon a Time, which basically starts with them discovering that Pan is going to use Regina / the mayor / the evil queen's curse to get what she wants. And so there we go. So we have the curse, and Pan has it. Pan is in Henry's body. Cannot wait for Pan to get out of Henry's body because I don't like creepy 4-inch growth spurt Henry being evil. I just don't. So they figure it out and they're going to switch bodies. Okay, fantastic. Now, unfortunately for me, yesterday I was under the weather and I fell asleep halfway through the show. So I had to wake up this morning and finish watching it. And I had already accidentally saw on Twitter that somebody died. So let's just be honest. For any of y'all out there that really didn't know that the character that was gonna die was Rumpelstiltskin, the prophecy, ladies and gentlemen, the prophecy. Now, I could be wrong, and correct me right on down there if I am. But they said a boy was going to be Rumpelstiltskin's undoing. They never said it was going to be Henry. He was just the only boy in town. But Peter Pan technically was a boy, even though he was Rumpelstiltskin's father, which, let's be honest, that storyline just pissed me off, and I'm so glad this crap is about to be over with Peter Pan because it was pissing me off. But anyway, Peter Pan and Henry, and for those of y'all that didn't quite follow or don't watch the show, aka great-grandson and great-grandfather, switch bodies back. Now, Rumpelstiltskin puts on the cloak of whoever has the song Can't Do Magic, because it came from Tamara, an old boy that Regina tried to steal back in the day. Listen, Rumpelstiltskin, you had to be smarter than that to know that they worked for Peter Pan, so that damn cuff wasn't going to work on Peter Pan. Duh. That was stupid. So then he comes with this sword, and he's rumbling around, and Peter Pan escapes and releases the curse, and he's trying to get the wrist thing off, and he looks at the sword. So I'm thinking to myself, he used the sword because we don't see it. I thought what he did was cut his arm off and then used his dark powers, because it wasn't on him no more, to summon his arm back. I could be wrong, but hey, this is Once Upon a Time. I'm going to get to you a little bit later in a second too why, again, I'm like that logic. Let me just put it out here right now, big bold letters, right across the bottom. Rumpelstiltskin is not dead. Damn it, if Brian Griffin wasn't dead, neither is Rumpelstiltskin. Now, actually, let me go ahead and get into that now because I said that. So the person that controls the Dark One can't die unless he's stabbed with his own dagger. But if it was so easy to take his own life with the dagger, the dude that fooled him into killing him so that he became the Dark One, why didn't he just off himself? You dig what I'm saying? If something ain't right about that, Rumpelstiltskin is not dead. Peter Pan, yeah, Peter Pan dead because if he didn't have Henry's heart, he was about to die anyway. You see, he turned back into the father. He dead. He dead and gone. Rumpelstiltskin ain't dead. Now, let me get back to now the curse is coming. And while this is all happening, they switch bodies. Regina passes out. She wakes up. I know what I have to do now. So all of a sudden, the answers came to you while you was knocked out. Whatever. It's once upon a time suspension of disbelief. I got all that. Okay. So they all have to go back to Storybrooke. They're all going to go back to where they came from. They can never come back to this land again. But she's the savior. So she can leave and she can take Henry and she can be off and gone. Regina is like, I can give you beautiful memories. You've never been away from Henry. We see Regina's soft side, which, not gonna lie, teared me up a little bit because it's nothing like the evil people going good. Usually it sucks, but in this case, because the whole storyline and the whole theme, it seems like, if not of the whole show, at least this season was family. That Regina's love for her adopted son was so strong. The Rumpelstiltskin's love for his son was so strong. And then for his grandson in the meantime, like, that got to me. It did. So, with that being said, they say all their goodbyes. I do want to touch on something that confused me. And this could be the graphic designer in me because, like, I always notice colors. The first time the curse did purple smoke. Well, this time the smoke was green. How Peter Pan knew the smoke was going to be green, I don't know, but he did. But I noticed when Regina did her breaking of the curse, everything turned purple. So I guess that's how we determinate between those two evil power curses or whatever. Now I understand that Captain Hook was not part of the original Hook, so we come back. The original curse. So we come back. Emma and Henry is living it up. They're in an apartment. How the hell this broad been gone for 2 years and she got an apartment? I don't know. Like, how did they not leave Storybrooke and wasn't homeless, but they just remember being together? I don't know how that happened, but whatevs. And then Captain Hook comes back and was like, something is going on with your family. Wasn't you there when Regina gave her the speech that she's not going to remember nothing? Her and Henry is not going to remember nothing? Okay. So then he comes in and tries to kiss her because he felt like she loved him. Boy, bye. You know who she loved? Neil. Bayfire. Bellfire. Whatever his name is. Sexy ass Neil. I don't know why he's sexy. I don't know why, but he just is. And Emma better not get with Captain Hook. Captain Hook, you and Tinkerbell can do y'all magic pixie dust thing and get together. But your family is in trouble. So I guess that's where we're going to come back at. Is some kind of way Captain Hook convincing her once again that she is the savior. We got to go back through this bullshit again. So, long story short, Peter Pan dead. Regina turned over a new leaf. Rumpelstiltskin is dead. I personally don't think he is, but I haven't read the blogs and stuff and checked on contracts to see. I personally don't believe he dead. Again, if you know something I don't and you've already read, or you read like the blogs and contract negotiations, because a lot of times if you read the trades or you get the news or you on Twitter, Google, Yahoo News, whatever, you'll find out like, oh, well, his contract is up, so yeah, he ain't coming back. But I don't know that. I personally think that he alive. Because and that's another thing. Where does Dagger go, though? So he killed himself and his father at the same time, and the dagger just poof, disappeared. The curse stayed, but the dagger gone. That's why I know something ain't right with that. I I guess who is supposed to be coming is the Wicked Witch of the West, so I guess we'll be meeting Dorothy. I did read that we're going to be meeting Rapunzel, and Rapunzel is going to be black. So I'm kind of excited about that because if you do follow my Twitter at Jimmy Pynk, you'll see almost every week I tweet like, I need some color. I need some color. It's starting to look like Saturday Night Live up in here. I need some color. Can I get on with Tiana? Can Tiana come in? Well, it looks like they're going to make Rapunzel black. So I'm going to get my wish, but I'll see how that works. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know black people can grow their hair. Like, because if y'all seen other videos, even without me with weave, my hair is usually longer than this. I had to cut it and damage control and all that. But I know they can grow their hair. I don't know if they can grow their hair Rapunzel length. So I want to know what kind of Indian remedy they're going to have in Rapunzel hair to make her hair look longer. If it's going to be some kind of something where it grows almost like, I don't want to say like Medusa because they brought her in. By the way, that CGI was terrible. But we'll see. I think it comes back February. I think they're saying it comes back in February once upon a time. So we'll just have to see what's going on. But yeah, as far as the finale, like, it was good to me personally. I know it seemed like it was a lot of closure, but to me it just wasn't. I'm sorry. Like, for the way the storytelling usually is and how clever it is, I didn't find this to be clever. First of all, and if you ever watched my True Blood season finale recap, and you can find it on my channel, the kiss of death is usually when you advance time. And what I mean by advancing time is 1 year later, 6 months later. Well, they did that. Like, Emma and Henry just been cool for a year, and all of a sudden the Hook just gonna come and shake up the world. I'm glad they had a Neverland, but I just want to see where this is going to go. And hopefully it leads to something good because I wasn't that satisfied with the finale. And I can already tell y'all right now, the shit I got to say about Revenge ain't enough room on this video. Because I'm about to go in on Revenge because that one was so much more serious and severe up in here than this. The other thing I want to know, wait, I got some time. I want to touch on some things about Once Upon a Time. Where is Little Red Riding Hood? Where is Ruby? The curse is broke, but they still can't leave Storybrooke or they forget who they are, right? So where the hell is Ruby at? She just gone. And just forget about Mulan and Aurora and Philip and that fucked up threes company over there. We ain't heard about them in weeks. So they all going back to the Enchanted Forest, I guess. So I guess something is going to happen. I don't know. Because they just, like, that storyline, they just left that blowing in the wind. Like, just, where is that at? They always be at Granny's. Don't nobody eat. Oh, well, I guess they have been. But, anywho, they all going back. So, let's see what happened. And maybe when it come back, I might do a recap. But, you know, if you got any ideas, speculations, things you want to discuss, something I missed, comment below. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, handle that. And, you get a 2 for today because I ain't got enough room. And I definitely got to do a video about Revenge. So, deuces.